And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Final Fantasy 12, Zodiac Age Struggle for Freedom. Last time we were able to complete a hunt, take another Textera. So now, now we're going to collect our reward and accept the next hunt. And so, like I mentioned before, the next part is solely just going to be the Garamsycthe Waterway part, where I just go through the whole sewer, or at least a portion of the sewer. Just move my mic for 1 second so I can get in a more comfortable spot. There we go. Okay. So, you know, before you go see Old Dallin, you just want to make sure that you sell off some of your old loot if you have been collecting some loot. The other thing is that you also want to make sure that before you enter, you want to stock up some potions, and actually in this game's case, antidotes, because the rats in the sewer can actually poison you this time around. And in case you were wondering, if you're wondering why I was not able to post it yesterday, because I normally post it every Saturday, that was because when I was recording the game, I had some weird frame rate issues where once in a while it would just start to drop and drop rather consistently. So I had to change the setting here. Well, it was the settings in my video recording, such as for OBS Studio. So that way it can actually run at a consistent 30 frames per second, as you guys are seeing here. It might drop a frame for a second or two, but it doesn't really last very long. And the settings I have changed to, I'll describe the settings I had to change it to in the description. It'll be easier for me to explain. Basically, it's what I had to do in order to make sure the frame rate wouldn't drop as consistently. So I think I worked out what I can for the moment. And hopefully I won't have to run into that problem ever again. For now, you do want to accept the next hunt like I just did there, the Flowering Cactoid. We're not going to tackle the Flowering Cactoid for a while, but it's good to accept it right now. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Back into Lowtown we go. You basically have to go back to Old Dallin, and you can trigger the next cutscene where Penelo leaves your party. At least for now. But don't worry, YouTubers.
Hey,
She'll be back.
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kinda supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo. And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me, I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here, if something happened to you.
I'm not going anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
Sorry, Penelo.
And yep, unfortunately, we are gonna have to break her promise. Because why else would we be going our way to receive a sunstone? But alas, that's for a different topic for a different time, which will come at you really soon. Alright, so next you just gotta speak to Old Dallin here, and he'll give you
how to sneak
instructions to
into the
move forward with
palace,
the plot.
First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Ban Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's
Excuse me,
not
I am coming down
the way
with
you go.
sniffles.
No, you'll take the left door, down into the Garamsycthe Waterway. The waterway leads to a stair, the stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Von, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The Signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the Signet tile. Very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So, look sharp, my boy. And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Now we receive the Crescent Stone. That Crescent Stone will be used to unlock a secret treasure in the Burbanester Palace a little later on, which we'll definitely get into in the next video. But first, cutscene.
Squads 3 through 6 are in place. They stand ready. So far, the Imperials
There's
haven't noticed a
Vossler there.
thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir. Sir.
Ooh, and who is this oh so mysterious woman? I wonder we'll be meeting her later. Alright, so when all said and done, if you want to make any final preparations, go to the item shop, pick up some emergency potions or something, please go ahead and do so, because you will be needing a number of those throughout the whole venture, actually, to be honest with you. Well, at least the whole Garamsycthe Waterway venture, until you come across another item shop later on. But in my case, I have like at least, I think, 40-something potions, so I think I'll be good to go. And of course, Kites is just being a little prankster here. Well, not so much a prankster, more like say, yeah, why don't you get me this? Nah, just fooling you. That sort of kid. Anyways, he gives you a couple potions, I think 4 eye drops here. Yeah, pretty much at this point, this is where, if you, I know in Final Fantasy 12 Vanilla, like the PS2 version, if you bought the spell Cure, then potions become pretty redundant, at least for this portion of the level. If you're playing the Zodiac Age and you've made Vaughn the White Mage, then again, same idea, potions will be rather redundant, because you're giving him white magic to start with. And so, per usual, you just gotta go ahead and steal from enemies, because again, loot is pretty much how you make money in this game. Like you see here, the rats are a little stronger here than when you first encounter them. Just a little bit stronger. Like I said, these are the ones that can hit you with poison on contact. And I think you should be seen in a bit. I don't remember with this particular rat that did it, but I do know that one of the later rats inflicted poison. I bet it was poison more than once here. That's a disclaimer. Alright, so, there's a save crystal right there too. Of course, if you, I chose to make a separate save file just in case, my footage gets a little bit messed up, and I can always go back to that particular save point and get right back to where I was. It just helps me save a little bit of time, potentially. Shouldn't have need to rise. And holy crap, so many rats just swarmed all of a sudden. I've actually never seen the rat AI behave this way before. Like, all the rats will actually gang up on you. I mean, I know wolves can do it, for sure, but I didn't think rats. Yep, you see right there, I got poisoned. So, you better hope that you bought plenty of antidotes with you. Thankfully, my kid, I got about 17. You shouldn't get poisoned all that many times, but still, it's good to have a healthy amount of status healing. Of course, if you ever want to grind on rats, you can go back and forth and then start a chain. Although, these type of enemies I wouldn't really necessarily want to start a chain on. That'll be saved for if you go to Lucian Mines later. If you keep spawning on deads, then the bone fragment actually sell for a good amount of money, for at least for early game. Of course, it'll be a much better grind spot later if you're trying to loot for, if you're trying to farm for loot to sell. Of course, you know what made this even worse? If they can somehow inflict stop, and then while you're stopped, you're poisoned. That'd be kind of like an asshole thing to have happen. So you're so traumatized by a rat attack that you're just frozen in place. Oh, and I attained the leather shield there, which is actually pretty nice. Funny thing is that I actually forgot to buy a shield. I was thinking, oh crap, you know, I was supposed to get a shield, but thankfully this rat happens to have a leather shield, which adds to my evasion. So I must have been, I got a pretty lucky drop there. Oh boy. So yeah, the sewer level isn't particularly too hard. It starts off with some rats, and then you'll later on run into bats. And then some water monsters that you can steal fish scales from. I know you can come across like a rare enemy that's basically its gimmick. It's incredibly hard to steal from, but it gives you a nice amount of experience and a good amount of license points for it too. But I don't think I don't believe you're gonna come across that unless you're really lucky. At least something you can just add to the bestiary. Or bestiary, in this case. Okay, so there's the stealings right there, the bats. They can actually also allow you to steal teleport stones, which is really good to have in case you feel like using a teleport crystal to travel back and forth. Of course I know that, excuse me. Sorry, I just woke up. Of course, you know later on that, later on in the game, you can actually buy teleport stones. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much rinse and repeat. Steal if you can, you know, fight if you must, but always heal up when you absolutely need to. I'm also doing this because I also want to try and level up Vaughn's equipment arsenal here because, yeah, you see right there, that was some frame rate drop in there for a second right there. That's what I was getting into, because for some reason or another, while it was working fine for the first 4 videos, when I was trying to record this one right here, the frame rate started to drop. Again, thankfully though, the drop in frame rate was not consistent enough. at least as far as I noticed. So for those that are familiar with OBS and knows like a much better solution on how to make sure the frame rate drop does not happen again, just place a comment down below, and I will mess around the settings to see if the frame rates can just stop dropping or stop like messing around on me. Because I'm using a capable gaming laptop here, the one that has the GeForce, the NVIDIA graphics card. So again, I have no idea what was going on with the frame rate there, but I would definitely like more of a in-depth guide of how to fix the frame rate issue this does suffer from time to time. I'm not sure if it's a OBS thing or if it's a Steam thing, but I would definitely like to know at some point. So yeah, these fish monsters right there, those are the ones you can steal fish scales from. Of course, I advise getting rid of the rats first, because they always have to gain up on you. And another poison. It gets pretty hectic for me here because of I'm getting hit with so many poison. I'm getting hit with poison so many times that that it does slowly chip away at my health. So you know, you always want to be very careful here when dealing with these rats. I think this is the last time you get to deal with them, though. I believe, or at least in the level, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I did play this portion of the game. Alright, antidote. Replace the one I already used. Sweet. There's a fish scale I was talking about earlier. Yeah, these guys actually hurt. They can actually go for double attack. They can go for lunge, which actually hurts more than a regular melee attack, of course. They are rather slow, though. That's the only thing about them. They are rather slow. Okay, slashy. Yeah, I mean, don't know what else to say in a second. But basically here, of course you can continue to steal. Basically here, if you were to choose the white mage class, or anything that exemplifies a white mage, then you shouldn't have too much of a problem, because you'll be running around restoring MP anyways. And you'll be able to save up on potions too. Thankfully in my case, I haven't been using that many potions, so I wasn't in that much of a scrap. But it can be rather hectic at times, because the enemy can just swarm right after you. Yeah, I'm just thinking about I didn't run into any much stronger enemies at this point, because they would have been I would imagine they would have been a bitch to take out. And I'm not sure why, Oh yeah, I think I know why my game was on pause, because I noticed my phone was going off, and then I got a flash flood alert. For those who live in Massachusetts, it rained out heavily yesterday. You know, at the time of this recording anyways, because I'm uploading on Sunday afternoon, and this footage right here was recorded on Saturday, the day before. And of course, you know, it's always good to look around for some treasure. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, now I got 2 fish monsters and 1 bat monster after me. That can't be good. Yeah, as far as other skills go, Libra is nice if you're trying to exploit enemy weakness. But since I have no magic on me, there's really no offensive magic on me anyways, there's really no point in using Libra, unless you're just really curious about the enemy life bar. Well, not just the enemy life bar, but the enemy weakness. First aid only gets you out of critical. So unless you're desperate for a heal, I don't see the point of using it. At least I don't think so personally. Because it just gives you just a little bit amount of HP to get yourself out of critical. I would have liked it a bit more if it got you back up to at least half of your health. Or maybe like a third of your health or something. That way first it would have been a little bit more of an effective emergency tool. As opposed to just barely avoiding critical. Yeah, as you can see right there, managed to attain a remedy here. Remedies just heal a lot of stats effects. Not all, but a lot of them. And while I am pretty much at the end of the level, I came to realize something when I go to the license board here. I mentioned that I really wanted to upgrade Vaughn's equipment here. And I come across that yes, while I have enough for HP upgrade, I don't have enough after that for a armor upgrade. So I decide to I decided to go back and just kill 5 more enemies. So sorry for a little bit of time waster here, but you know, I was feeling petty about that. But you can get enemies to respawn like so. Plus it gives me more opportunity to make some money, so well yeah, by money I get 1 gil. I stole a penny. So yeah, I'm just killing 5 more enemies and then I'm done with this section of the level. So it won't be terribly long. Yeah, I could really use some more of those combo hits right now from those daggers. You know what, in all honesty, I probably should have left the fish alone, but I think the fishes offers better experience, as well as better loot money, so I think that that was why I went after it. And I believe I just go after just the other 2 rats, and I think I just get done with this place. Yeah, I don't even bother stealing anymore, I just went ahead and just went on the attack, and then I just got the hell out of dodge. There we go. Okay, so it looks like I can finally get the armor upgrade that I need here. The weapons I'm not too worried about at the moment. I'm gonna upgrade a new weapon anyways. When I get the chance to buy it, of course, so I'm not terribly worried about that. And plus, I know I'm gonna be getting it at some point. All right, so with all that being said, we're finally ready to go up to the Royal Palace here. Climb the stairs, because it's now or never. Yeah. Alright, you guys have a good time. And we get dynamic entry. meet two more also mysterious people here. Okay, we'll find out who these guys are in the next part, as well as the mysterious woman, probably in a later part or something. I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna be able to fit in the next part, but I'll figure it out. But until then, thank you for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age: Struggle for Freedom. Next time we meet, we're gonna infiltrate the Royal Palace of Ravenaster, Metal Gear Solid style. Do 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 do.